this is the Top Hat Life and welcome back to eBay Every Sunday. Now, today I wanted to talk about the thumbnail photo on eBay. Now, I just wanted to talk about a few things of it and how to take a good thumbnail photo and whether or not you should use stock photos and stuff like that. So, I'll get right into it. The thumbnail photo, if you don't know on eBay, is the first photo that pops up and it's displayed when you're scrolling down on eBay, and it pretty much represents your item. It's along with the title, it's shown with the title on eBay. It's the first thing they'll see of what your item is supposed to be. So your thumbnail photo shows the item along with your title that describes what the item is, and it works together to entice the customer or tell them if it's what they need, so they click on your item. Now, let's say this Blu-ray disc DVD right here. Now let's say this is an item. Now, a cover photo you might see, if you can ignore my hands, will just simply look like this. Just a simple front facing of the cover of the Blu-ray disc, and it's a simple photo, but it works perfectly fine. The thing about cover photos, or thumbnail pictures, that's what I should call them. The thing about the thumbnail pictures is, if you are overly distracting with your cover photo, it will get their attention, but it might also just turn them away because of the fact that it's eBay. They're looking for something to get, they want to get that item, and they want to be done with it. They're not on there to search to find fun things. I mean, sometimes they are, but normally it's just people that want to get items on eBay, or they're searching for something specific. So if you have, like, let's say for your backdrop is very important whether you know it or not. So you have this pop right here, and simple cover photo, you do the front facing thing, or you get like an angle one that looks kind of like this. See, those are both good. Sometimes it's better for things in boxes or stuff like this to give them a nice angle picture to give it some aesthetic. So I'd recommend as the first picture as your thumbnail picture should look something similar to this, or have an angle on it instead of straight on, because if you have lighting like I do that's directly behind you pointed at your area where you're trying to take a picture, it'll leave a glare. And don't have glare if you can help it. Glare, just especially on things with plastic or anything shiny, glare will show up, and it makes the photo look terrible. So like, you have this item, right? So you can see there's glare that shows up when it's pointed at the light. If you can get rid of that by facing it another way, like this, like, see, that looks good, and that's a good thumbnail picture. It shows the front cover of the DVD, the Blu-ray disc I have here, and that's all they want to see because that's what they're looking for. You don't need to make it anything super different to stand out. Now, see, we have a white backdrop along with top hats because that's our theme, but I'd recommend, if you're looking for something or anything simple white cloth as your backdrop. You'll see that in most or all of the eBay listings you look through, they have a simple white backdrop, nothing special about it. It's a cloth, or it's a simple wall that's just white, or it's completely white. And the reason for that is, with a white backdrop, anything that has color to it, it's easy to see the outlines of it and see the item you're looking at. See, my gloves are also white, so they blend in with the backdrop and they show the edges of the item, and it makes it pop more. It's a discerning difference between the item and the backdrop, and it's important to show that because it gets their attention on that item immediately. If you have something in the background, let's say you simply just wanted to list an item on eBay, you want to sell it real quick, you don't have a white cloth and you don't care, try to get a plain background, nothing with distracting elements in the back or stuff that can be confused to be combined with the item in the photo. Because if it's a photo of an item and you have things in the background that are other items, Some people here and there are going to get confused and think those items are also included with the item mainly shown in the photo. Like, let's say for some reason, like this DVD was just hanging out in the corner there for some reason, and this is the actual item that's selling, right? That DVD's up in the corner. It's just in the picture, but you didn't bother to move it. This is just a scenario. So you have this item, take a photo of it, and then someone buys it, but then they're angry because they didn't get that thing in the back. You don't want to have any distracting elements or things that can be confused to be with the main item that's in the photo. That's why it's good to have a plain simple background where it's not confusing. It gets to the point of showing the item that you want to sell. It lets the customer know that's the item you're going to sell. But the thing is, if you do use a stand or a mannequin to show off clothes, that's different, because it's better to use coat hangers or stuff like that. If the customer wants a return or wants a refund because the coat hanger was not included, you'll have in the description that the coat hanger is not included, so they're not able to fight the fact that they didn't get the coat hanger because it was stated in the description. It just means they didn't go to the description and read it all the way and pay attention. Now when you're scrolling down through eBay and you're looking at items and you see something and you're looking for this Copper Season 1. Now if you see a cover photo that looks like this, the item's full up in the picture, there's barely any space except for the sides here, you're gonna see it better than you would if something was all the way out here. Now you take a cover photo, obviously you want to fill as much of the photo as possible. So that's why it's important to see the margin. You want to fill up the margin as much as possible with the item in your cover photo to the point where it's not obnoxious looking. Like for something as simple as a Blu-ray disc right here, you're gonna want to fill it up to the margins so they can see that's what they're wanting. Maybe this has multiple different covers and they're looking for this specific one. So if you have it way out here and they see, and your listing shows up top when they searched it, but then they pass by it because, you know, it's so small they can't really see it, so they just keep scrolling and they find one they want, and then boom, that's one sale you possibly did not have because you did not fill up the margin and they just didn't care to click on your thing. People don't like to waste time on unnecessary things. So pretty much what I'm trying to say is the few elements to a good thumbnail picture is you want to fill up as much space as possible. You want to center the item in the photo. You want to get rid of any glare or distracting elements. Have a clean and simple backdrop. And that's pretty much it. So enough about how to take a good thumbnail picture. Another thing people use are stock photos. Now if you don't know what a stock photo is, I'll put one up right now so you can take a look at it. It's a professional looking photo of an item. So like, let's say this pop right here has a stock photo and it was taken by Pop, and it's because they originally sell these pops before they get distributed out to people and they get resold and stuff like that. There's normally a stock photo for most things that are sold, that are still brand new or still in their cases and stuff. Now, stock photos, if you can help it, don't use them, as they could cause some problems later on if they're not matched up exactly or stuff like that. So that's why it's good to take a simple, easy, clean looking thumbnail picture. That's why it's always good to try to differentiate yourself a little bit if you can when taking your cover photo or thumbnail picture. I've been calling it both throughout this video, but they're the same thing. It's the first photo that shows up when you're scrolling down in your eBay listing. Now, that's about all I wanted to say about these thumbnail pictures. I did want to mention the way we differentiate ourselves from others when we take our cover photos is because of our backdrop. Now, ours isn't completely white. We have little top hats everywhere. Reason for that is because it's our theme for our store, top hats. So it's a little element, but it helps to differentiate us from other people. It's a little simple thing, but if you can somehow introduce your own elements into your cover photos and have a way to set yourself as a different seller from your competition, that's a good idea as well. So I just wanted to say, I hope this video helped you out. If you had any questions about cover photos or thumbnail pictures, as I've been calling them. Now, before this video ends, I just wanted to mention that all the things I've said in this video is not based on fact. None of it will immediately boost your sales. None of it's going to immediately make your store a top seller or anything of that sort. Everything I said in this video is based on personal experience and stuff that we have previously done and seen throughout our history of selling on eBay. We are a top rated seller on eBay, and we have at least 1,200 items listed. Plus, we sell on other platforms as well. Links are down in the description below. Now, I wanted to say thanks for watching today's video. Like the video if you liked the video. Subscribe if you enjoyed, or if you want to see any of my future or past content. Hit the bell if you haven't already, and the eBay link is down below in the description. And finally, visit our store at Mr.TopHatMan. Once again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. See ya.